Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It's Monday the 22nd of May. I'm Nigel Croft. In this video we'll be looking at two Asian indices, the Nikkei in Japan and the Hang Seng in Hong Kong. On the Hang Seng we'll see that it's at a critical resistance level and that some consolidation should be expected. On the Nikkei, we'll see it's come back to the support of the 20-day moving average, and that on a weekly basis the chart looks very positive. On the Nikkei, you can see here from the daily that we've come back to this yellow line, which is the 20-day moving average, and have found support, which is very positive. Also, you'll see that the 20-day has crossed through the 50-day, which was on the 10th of May, both whilst they were travelling in an upward direction. That's known as a golden cross and bodes well for the medium-term picture. What you can see here, we had a consolidation, a flag, it had a false break to the downside and then a very strong bounce, and now we've come back to consolidation. On the weekly, you can see that we've come back to this support level. The fact that we broke through this pattern of lower highs was very positive on the week of 8th of May. And it was very positive that last week we came back down to the 20-week moving average before bouncing higher. Really, on this chart, given the picture, one would expect further move up. The RSI is at 59.88 in a short-term uptrend, which is good. And the MACD are just about to cross in an upward direction, which would be good as well. On the 4-hour chart, you can see here that actually the 24-hour moving average is a slight negative influence as it's still tracking down. However, it will start to turn round over the next 12 hours given the move up recently over the last day and a half. You can see there was high volume as the market turned round, which shows that there was buying pressure coming in, which was positive. RSI not back above 50 yet, but is in an uptrend, and the MACD are positive. Very quickly, I'll just go back to the daily. I didn't talk about the RSI and MACD. RSI 54.9, but perhaps in a slight downtrend. And the MACD actually not that good. Does that change my picture? Well, actually my picture's more on a medium-term view anyway, looking at this weekly. That's the main chart that I'm looking at for the positive medium-term view. Perhaps looking at now at the daily, maybe we'll have a bit more consolidation around these support levels before we get the move upwards. On the support resistance, there's resistance at 20.015.2 and then 58.7, with the supports coming in at the moving averages of the 20 and the 50 day. On the Hang Seng, here slightly different picture in that, sorry, I'll just turn the cursor off. In that we've had a very strong run, very small consolidation, and we're moving back up again. RSI very strong, 68.52 in its uptrend, and the MACD, although the differential is narrow between the short and longer term, still positive, well above zero, and the blue above the red. That all looks good. If you look at the weekly here, you can see that it's at a critical resistance level. The resistance from the 1st of September 14, and then there was resistance very similar level in July 2015. Again, the RSI and the MACD are good, but we are slightly overextended away from the 20 and the 50-day moving average especially. although it is positive that the 20's crossed the 200 moving up, and we're about to get the 50 crossing the 200 moving up. So there's no doubt that, again, on a medium term view, this chart is positive. One just might expect some short term consolidation as we've got these resistance levels. Looking at the 4 hour, and here you can see that we're up to key resistance level again, getting support from the 24-hour moving average. The 20 and the 54-hour moving averages created a bullish cross. That was on the 2nd of May. RSI still above 50. Maybe it needs to push higher. If we do push into new high ground on this chart, it needs to push higher, because otherwise we may get a non-confirmation. That's where there's a lack of momentum on the follow through, and the RSI will show that before the market. So keep an eye on that. And likewise, the MACD have actually rolled down now and are signaling a sell signal. So be aware of that as well. On the support resistance levels, there's that small amount of resistance, 25,413 spot 4, with the supports at the 20 and 50 day, 842.8 and 416.6. So that has been TA for traders, looking at the Japanese Nikkei 225 and the Hang Seng Index. I hope you found the video of interest. If you're not a subscriber yet to my YouTube channel, do subscribe. I'm coming out with videos usually on a daily basis. Please remember, these are for educational purposes only and are my opinions, and in no way are they meant as an investment recommendation. Thank you.